Really? I am sorry that I am late. Like I said in the Discord, no, I didn't post it on Twitter or anything. Discord was just quicker. So, good news, our elevator is fixed. Bad news, that means it's time to bring up the goddamn bed that's been there for like weeks. So, mom was like, oh, let's go do it today. You know, I'm like, God damn it. But then, stuff kept happening. Um, Ecrusis and whatnot, and going out and doing stuff. So, wasted a lot of my time that I could have been streaming, waiting to see what they were gonna go to, what they were gonna do. But they decided to put it off till tomorrow, so that's why I'm here now. Thank God. I know on the schedule it says that I was gonna do, um, what is it? Visual novel demos. But then I was like, you know what? Why don't I do leewufufu today? I've been missing doing these. I think I only did like once or twice on stream. So yeah, I want to do another one. So this one is like Miku designs. Granted, I haven't seen all of Miku's designs that exist, but I will today because of this. um let's see. So basically Symphony Miku or Miku 2022. Which Miku is this? Does that have to do with racing? Um, it's really kind of hard to say. It's like they both look good. That's the thing. They both look good. Oh man. Actually, hold on. I can reposition this. Yeah, I forgot I can just like cut it off. Hi Fern, welcome to the stream. I hope you're ready to judge my tastes. Alright. Which Miku? Actually, hold on, let me. There we go. Because there might be white backgrounds in the future. uh, like I said, both of them look so good. But to pick which one is better, I guess I'll have to go with our Miku. So let's see, we have this Miku. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Maybe like a old style diner kind of outfit. And then snowboarding Miku. Oh yeah, since I don't have my other display up, since I'm only like really using one monitor because I'm not really gaming. I'm gonna have to open this up on my phone. Alright. Um Honestly, the snowboarding outfit it really isn't all that crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'll go with the diner one. Um Miku SP or module. I mean, aren't they essentially the same? Am I going crazy? Like only one just happens to be 3D. Like what is the difference? It's basically asking which basic Miku do you like better. I guess I'll go with this one. Let's see. I wish I had like a Miku fan in chat so they could tell me like what all the different ones are. I'm just like I don't I just don't know. Um then we have like a ribbon girl one. I'm not gonna lie. I vibe with this one much more. Like there's not that not that there's anything wrong with this one. It's just in terms of more pleasing to the eye, I would have to say this one. You know. So then we have this Miku and obviously basic Miku. I mean, listen, basic Miku is always like S tier, but it also doesn't hurt to have her in like other outfits. I will admit though, this one is very pretty. Although, I will admit it is a little bit hard to tell that it's Miku. Because for all you know, this could be like some other kind of character, right? So let's see. Okay, I'm not even gonna like even try to debate this. Like, you look at this one and it's like, whoa, it's kind of cool. But then you look at this one and it's like, okay, like I think this one just had like a really bad matchup. Like if they put it together with like the Ripping Girl one, maybe it might have had a chance. But next to this one, Rock and Stone, yeah, no, no chance. Okay, so we have Sakura Miku and I'm guessing Snow Miku. Ooh, it's actually kind of hard because they're both so pretty. Oh dang, what do I do? Uh, oh no, dang. I'm like, I don't know what to do because they're both visually appealing, and that's like, there's no doubt about that. But how's anybody supposed to pick? All right, I guess I do really like Sakura Miku. It's very pretty, especially with like the little flower detailing in her hair. But I guess I'll have to give it to Snow or Winter Miku. Sonic Miku. You know, props to whoever did this. Props. But I'll have to give it to this one. It's very cute. Hmm. So this one or this one? I'll be honest, I've never been like a big fan of like big frou-frou dresses, for lack of like a better term. So I automatically want to give it to this Miku over here. Even though in terms of like design and visual appeal, I feel like this one would be better in terms of like um the design, whereas this one has the appeal. Because like think about it. It has like all this extra stuff in the background helping it out to make it look very nice, for lack of a better word. Whereas this one is just like the design is really carrying it. So I'm gonna let a little bit of my bias, affect my choice. Hmm. Honestly, I really like this one. Actually, very, very cute. And I also love like the little bear that they have here too. It's adorable. Reminds me of a little bit of Vivi. We had a little bear companion. Hmm. It's like disco balls mixed together with like, you know, I forgot what they're called. But you know what I'm talking about. Or the figure outfit. Honestly, sometimes the simple is better. Like not to like cast shade or anything on this one. It's just like sometimes even the simplest things can be like amazing to look at. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one. I wonder what figure this is though. Hmm. I don't know about this one. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just, uh. So yeah, I'll go with this one. Ooh, this one is cute. So is this one. Oh no, it's not to like the degree of like the snow in Sakura Miku, but I still do find it hard to like pick one. Hmm. I think I have to go to this one. It's very cute. Hmm. I'm guessing this is like a Halloween themed Miku, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not vibing with like the skirt part here. Like it is definitely a design choice, but yeah, it's a design choice. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, it kind of reminds me of like Red Riding Hood. That's probably what it was going for. Then there's this one. Hmm, are they supposed to be like um what are they called? Chaps or something? What do I have the feeling it's not actually called chaps? Sorry about that. What's it called? Okay, so it is called chaps. Never mind. So yeah, apparently they are chaps. they're like short chaps, you know? That makes sense. Uh, but I will say this is a really nice design, but just not entirely sure how I'm feeling with the whole chaps situation. And then like the little flare on the legs. Like I said, sometimes simple is better. Okay, so this is kind of like a monster, ghost, yokai Miku, something like that. Then we have this one, which honestly, it is really pretty. Like, as interesting as this one is like by far the better one. Magical Mirai. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Angel's beating this one. Like this one is like wow. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'd wear this myself if I could. And then as like make my own a great outfit for it. Okay, so then we have colorful gumdrop or this one. Which honestly, I would have to say looks better than a colorful gumdrop. And then we have Brazilian Miku or um anniversary Miku. This is kind of hard because I do really like Brazilian Miku, but the anniversary Miku feels very expressive. What do I do? What do I do? Damn it. Oh, why'd they have to be put together? Alright. Only one of you can make the cut. Uh, I'm sorry, but Brazilian Miku, this one is just. It's very, very pretty. See, we have a Snow White Miku, and then just a regular Miku. But I will admit, though, I do kind of like what they did here. Like, they did essentially keep, like, all the elements of Snow White, but made it in, like, Miku's image, if that makes sense. I like how they did that, I will say that. Let's see, then there's Bonnet Miku. That's what it looked. Wait, isn't that a bonnet? I believe so. And then there's this one. Honestly, they both look good, but I would have to say this design. It's very, very pretty. And then we have Leticia, Miku, and another snow. I will admit this one is like amazing to look at, but we technically already have like a winter snow themed Miku, so it wouldn't be fair to like let another one in. So I will give it to this one just to keep it, balanced and fair. Let's see. So we have like um old police force Miku and what is this? I do like the design and whatnot, but I like this one better. Infinity Miku. know. Honestly, wait, this is actually insane. See, I just feel bad for like some designs because they get paired up next to like amazing designs like this, and it's kind of like, well, they don't get a chance to shine because you're too busy looking at this one. Like, don't get me wrong, this one is actually really nice, but this is like insanity. Um, I mean, props to the person for taking what is the word? Chances, something like that. But in this one, hmm, HH again. Didn't we? I feel like we saw something like this. I really do feel like we did. Okay, if we did, I'll have to pick one or the other. Well, this one is like kind of unique and whatnot. I will have to admit this one does. Just, I don't know. It just looks nicer. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, instant this one. Sorry to say it like that, but it was instant. Um, I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. Basic Miku's great, but I like this one better. So now we're starting to get like into the actual matchups of the stuff that I picked. Um, ooh, this one's hard. Yukata Miku or Rockin' Stone. Uh, Rockin' Stone. Sorry. Um, I will have to say, ooh, let's see. Mm-hmm. Visual Miku. Oh, the Panda Miku. Ooh, this one's hard. What song is this? Oh, I see. I was like, what song is this? Because this is like not my typical playlist, so I don't always know what the hell is playing when it's not my playlist. Let's see. Dang, I want to pick this one, but it's also like I like this one too. Ugh. Well, since this is the one that I picked first, basically, um, in terms of like which one I'd pick, I must commit. I'm sorry, figurine Mika, but it be like that. Ooh, this is hard. Mm. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry, I'm just like struggling because I like both of them, but I have to give it to this one. Oh, this one definitely. Sorry, Red Riding Hood. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. We did technically have it. Alright, so I'll just get rid of this one then. Ooh, Snow White or the Anniversary Miku. Again, like I said, I like this one. but I just really love how they incorporated Snow White into this. I don't know why, but I just do. Uh, nah. Ooh, this one. Sorry. Okay, so like I said, we did have like this one before, so now we only have one. Um, hmm. I really do like this one, but I find myself constantly attracted to this one, so I have to do it. I'm so sorry. Oh, Armiku, sorry. Oh, Rock and Stoner, this one. Uh, uh, I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick. I gotta go. I gotta. I have to go Rock and Stone. I'm sorry. Uh, Handa Miku. I'm sorry. Ooh, okay. And Cottage Miku or this one. Dang. I think this is the end of the run for you, Cottage Miku. Dang. You know what? Nah. Nah. I think I like this one better. No, they put them against each other. This is bad. Oh man, this is bad. Oh no, why couldn't you like split them apart and then force me to do it later? No. I really do love this one, but I have to go with this one. No. These two? I would have to say Snow White Miku. I know the Snow White Miku is like really getting there. Um, ooh, this one. Oh, I was like, huh? I was like, oh, I didn't put my phone to charge. I was wondering why I was telling me, yeah, I'm still dying, you know. I'm like, what? I thought I plugged you in. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go with Witch Miku here. Like, this one's pretty, but this one is astounding. This is breathtaking. This is, unfortunately, I think this is the end of the run for you, Rock and Stone. Sorry. Okay, now it's officially the end of your run. I have to go with Panda Miku. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, Snow White. I think this is the end of the run for you too. No. Uh, which? Oh, dang. Alright, I have to go this one. I'm sorry, Panda Miku. You're cute, but not. Okay, this is gonna be really hard. Uh, I'm sorry. This is so hard. This is so hard. Okay, I think I'll go with this one. This one is so nice. They're both so nice. God damn it. Can't I just choose both of them? No. They really had me making some tough decisions in the end. Maybe I should. Nah, I'm good. Oh, so that's this one? Okay. I don't know what all they have in here, but okay. I don't even know who these guys are. I really don't know who any of these guys are. So I'm just gonna go based off of looks. Mm, this guy? Uh, him, I guess? Uh, like I said, I'm just going off based off of looks. For some of them. Well, not some of them. For the ones I don't know, I'm just gonna go based off of looks. Because, again, like I said, I haven't seen like a lot of the anime that these guys are in. Because they're probably in like the what is it? The new popular stuff. And I haven't really like watched any of that. So mm, why do I feel like I might have seen him before? But he looks like he's from Jujutsu Kaisen. Only because of like the outfit. Then we have Inumaki or Iggy. I have no idea who Iggy is. I can barely see Iggy. So, you get it, Inumaki? Oh, Wander. Easy. Ooh, it's such. Well, I'll be honest. I've seen Bungo Stray Dogs. Sorry. Just trying to say it correctly. I'll be honest. I wasn't the biggest fan of Atsushi. I mean, Atsushi. Um, I don't know. I just really couldn't get behind his character. Like, I'm not saying I hate him or anything. It's just, he's okay, you know? Like, he really doesn't make or break the show for me, you know? Like, as a main character, it's like, I guess you kind of get attached to them, but I just couldn't with him. So sorry. I mean, I was gonna give it to Sino anyway, but I just wanted to explain a little bit why I was gonna pick Sino, regardless. Shine, I have no idea where you're from, but since I have no idea where you're from, I'm gonna have to base both of you off of looks because I do know Gaia because I did play Genshin, so I know his personality and whatnot. So unfortunately, Gaia, I have to base you guys off the looks. And I never really considered Gaia like one of my top husbandos, so Shine, you get it. Sunday or Isawa? That's actually the question of the day, isn't it? I do know, I do kind of know Sunday. Because I mean, I did get up to Benagoni in Honkai Star Rail, but no further than that. Um, yeah, I think I got up to the part where you do get to meet Sunday, but that's about it. And I have seen um Hero Academia, so I know all about Aizawa. Yeah, I think I'll go Aizawa. Cause like I heard some stuff about Sunday. Yeah. Dasai or L? I feel like the moment somebody sees my choice here, they're gonna sit there and judge me forever. Does that mean, think about it, to give like the short of Dazai, he's like, just like imagine a person who's like always saying, oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and like everything that has to do with death. And then it's like L. He's like this smart recluse, you know, that sits in his chair all weird. But like in reality, neither of them are better than each other. But this is all about bias. I think I. Oh, so that's the thing though. Like, this is spoilers for people who are like interested in Death Note. Just letting you know, it's spoilers. But like, L dies. And Dazai is actually still alive despite constantly wanting to die. So what does that say? Oh man. Dang it. I was gonna say, like, oh, he's smart. He can probably get us out of like a lot of situations, but it's also like, well, yeah. Uh yeah, this is not easy. But I think I would go with L though. Noe or Johan? No way. Easy. I don't even know who the other guy is, so. Uh, this is a Blue Lock guy. I haven't seen Blue Lock, so. And like I said, I've only like done up to like Penacony for Star Rail, so I would basically have to go off of looks. But I was already a fan of Blue Hill, so Bakita, sorry. I mean, Seki, Bachita, that's it. Okay, I I know a lot of you are gonna sit here and be outraged by my choice, but I am not part of the Levi crowd, you know. So Ureki gets the vote. Snow. Oh, Langa. Why did they put it snow instead of Langa? That's weird. Nagi or Yato? He's from what was it called? Norn 9? Let me look it up. I think it's Norn 9. Wait, is it Norn 9? I can't remember. It might be, I don't know. Yeah, it is. Anyways, this is gonna be purely based off the looks. Uh, 'Cause I don't know either of them. Hmm. I feel like this picture probably isn't doing him any favors. Like, as bad as that is to say. Um, I do think he's cute though. But hmm, I guess I'll go Naki for this one. I might regret this. Guts or Isagi? Uh, I don't think I can give it to Guts. Like I do think I've never read Berserk, but from what everybody's like said and whatnot, I do think he sounds like a really good character. But to call him husbando, I couldn't. So I guess I'll have to give it to Isagi, even though technically I wouldn't pick him. Fushi. Sorry, sorry. It's just I won't say recently, but at some point I finally got around to watching season 2 of Fumetsu no Anata-e, or To Your Eternity. I could have just said To Your Eternity, but my mind said Japanese. Um, but yeah. Uh, he's also from Blue Lock, I'm guessing, because of the outfit. I mean, I guess it's not really fair, but it's also like I love Fushi. So Rin, you really never really stood a chance. Richter or Griffith? Since I'm going based off of looks, don't get me wrong, Griffith looks pretty, but I think he's cooler. Sorry. Yatora or Tobio? That's crazy. I love both of them. They're like beautiful people. But if somebody were to like sit there and tell me, quick, who are you saving, Yatora or Tobio? I'd definitely be like Yatora. Like I love Tobio. I love him. He's a funny guy. He's a great guy. But I don't have a Nendo of Yatora. That really goes to show how much I like him. If I literally have a Nendo of him. Like, don't get me wrong, I would get one of Tobio, but yeah, definitely not on my priority list. Heino or Tulin? I guess Heino. Mikey or Erwin? I'll be honest, I don't think I'm gonna like anybody from Attack on Titan. So, whoever gets matched up with somebody from Attack on Titan, it's like an instant win. Ryuji, I'm sorry. That's like the love of my life right there. Like, I'm not kidding. Ryuji, or better known as Yuka, is literally the love of my life. Like, I would kill for Ryuji. As much as I like to rag on Vanitas, I have to pick him. Victor or Kaiser? I'm not entirely sure where he's from. If anybody knows where he's from, do let me know. I'd be interested to check him out. But gotta give it to Victor, my man. D-Look or Blade? Sorry, Blade. Not Blade. D-Look. It's Blade. See, Throne or Shota? Why is his name's okay? I will say Throne does look cooler than you, Shota, so sorry. Geto or Danhong? But that's okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into the specifics. Blah, 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 I suppose. Quillin or Aaron. I'm guessing this is Attack on Titan Aaron? I don't know. But if it is, then it'd have to be like instant skip, because again, like I said, I won't like anybody from Attack on Titan. What is this? Big body but tiny head. I have to know where this is from. What the hell? So I guess Kazutora. Dainsley for Hinata? That's crazy. Why would you put them together like that? Why would you put my baby up against like the hottest man of Genshin? Okay, well, technically there are hotter people, but I'm telling you, the person who voice acts him in like English, it's like that's chef's kiss, man. I'm gonna have to do Dainsley. Sorry, Hinata. Ooh, Mr. Schlongley or Nubile. Uh, sorry. I gotta go with the grandpa. Mika or Gallagher? Hmm. I have to go based off of looks here. So I have to say Mika. Oh my god, white blood cell! Yeah. I know he's from, this is, what's the name of it again? Kobayashi Dragon Maid. I believe that's what he's from. Yeah, but I have to go with white blood cell. Sorry. Desim or Gilbert? Yeah, in terms of looks, I gotta give it to this guy. Ooh, okay. You know, I just don't want to give it to Aventurine. I really don't. So I'll let this guy in. Zeke or Hyakuya? Where's he from? I wonder. Saito. I love how they had to specify Saitama with hair. I mean, Saitama with hair. He was hell yeah. I'm trying to look. I can't really get a good look at the Stewart guy here. But yeah, Saitama with hair. Hell yeah. Uh, I gotta give it to Zhao. Yuri. Like Kazuha, honey, you're sweet and adorable, but Yuri. um, I guess Shoya. He's from what is it called? The Silent Voice, I think. Ricky. Because I can't even see like. Oh, it probably would help if I like knew the personality. I know everybody loves Lloyd. Like I've heard stuff about him, but I gotta give it to Suki. All right, now we're getting to the picks that I did. Wanderer, obviously. Sino, obviously. Ooh, I saw where L. Sorry, L. I have to give it to Aizawa. Noe or Poop? No hair boot hill? Dang. I'm sorry, boot hill, you got hold. Sorry. I can't pass up a Noe. Oh, Blanca for sure. I don't know either of them, but like I said, I'm not too wild about Isagi, so Nagi it is, Fushi. Yatora. Yeah, it's like some of these are becoming a little bit easier. Ooh, bye, Vanitas. As if I was gonna let Victor go just like that. Hell no. I will admit, I do kind of like Quillen more, even though I have no idea who he is. Dainsliff, Grandpa, White Blood Cell. Ooh, Saitama with hair is Zhao. I think, I think, I think Zhao might lose. Cause I mean, look at Saitama with hair. How could you not want that man? Yeah, Zhao, I love you. You know you're one of my men. You will always be one of my men. Boy, Saitama with hair. Yuri, Suki, sorry, Ricky. I love you, but like, you're always gonna be like the child to me, Wanderer. Um, ooh, Saitama or Aisawa? Hmm, I'm gonna have to betray you, Sino. I'm sorry. Noi or Lanka? Noi. Sorry, Lanka. I love you, but this is the worst the matchup you could have done for me. But like I said, Yuka, my one true love. I'm sorry, Yatora. I'm sorry. Da, da, da. Blade or Victor? I would have to say Blade. See, I just feel so bad because I love them all so much, but it's like I can only pick one. No, Grandpa or the white blood cell. I have to. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I'm sorry, Shonli. Saitama with air. uh, sorry, Suki. You can't win against Yuri. He's like absolute baby. Wander. I'm sorry. Ooh, Fushi or Noe? I'm sorry, Noe. I've been through so much with Fushi. It's hard to say no. Ryuji. I'm sorry, Blade. Nothing personal. Blade. Dane Sleeve or White Blood Cell? Oh, damn. If only you had somebody else, White Blood Cell, you could have won. But it's Dane Sleeve. Oh, Saitama with hair. Ooh, Fushi, no. Damn. You could have made it to the finals, but you have to get put with a Wanderer, unfortunately. GG. Saitama with hair or Wanderer? Wanderer. No, this is hard because I love them so much. You don't understand. Damn. This one I'm gonna have to like flip a coin because there's no way I'm gonna be able to just pick. I'm not kidding you. So, usually heads, Wanderer, tails. That's how we'll do it. Alright, what's the first flip? Heads. Next flip, tails. Alright, next flip wins it. Who will it be? It's heads, it's Ryuji. I'm sorry, Wanderer, but I can't argue against the coin. uh no, I can't believe I did this. No. I feel evil. But yeah, that's how it be. Alright. Next, I think we'll do one more. How long has it been since I started streaming? Oh, almost an hour. Alright. Um, I want to do this one. Childhood cartoons. Sorry, I was thinking of like what I wanted to say, but clearly I didn't get around to it. But so for like something like this, where like I've never watched either show, um, I basically have to like pick based off of how much I heard about it. I guess if that makes sense. But oh damn, I will say I do like Miraculous Ladybug, but Winx was my shit back in the day. Like I really hate to say that, but dang, already kind of hard for me. I have to give it to Winx. I'm sorry. Sorry. And Kids Next Door for sure. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX or Sonic X? No. You know I'm a massive Yu-Gi-Oh fan, but I love Sonic too. I remember, I remember so well waking up on Saturday mornings, eating cereal, and watching Sonic X. Man, those were the days. Dang, what do I do? Damn, what do I do? I think I'm gonna have to coin flip again because I can't pick. I literally cannot pick. I don't think I ever watched. Yeah, I didn't watch GX on TV. I will say that, but alright, we'll do it again. Yu-Gi-Oh! Heads, Sonic Tails. Alright, let's see what it is. First flip is Tails. Second flip is Tails. Alright, I guess we're going with Sonic X. I'm so sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh! You know I love you. Wait, do they have Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds in here? That'd be really good if they do. Totally Spies. Definitely Justice League. Wasn't really feeling Tough Puppy. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5? But Jimmy Neutron. Okay, I will say though, while I did watch Jimmy Neutron, I didn't really vibe with it. So, Arc 5. Ooh, definitely Billy and Mandy. Um, just because I don't like Ed, and Eddie. Like, I did try watching it, but I felt like I was losing brain cells. Ooh, the Looney Tunes, obviously. Sorry, Pokemon. Um, Gravity Falls. Legend of Korra or Pokemon? Uh, because I did watch The Legend of Korra. Because it's supposed to be like, well, it's like, the Avatar The Last Avatar The Last Airbender was like a really great show. So I was like, surely The Legend of Korra will be better. Or like at the same height. It was not. I'm not saying it was like trash or anything, but just wasn't, you know, the best. But Pokemon though. I mean, Pokemon's Pokemon though. And technically, I never really watched it. Maybe I watched like a few episodes, but I can't really remember it. I'll be honest, I probably could have like went through life not watching either of them, you know, and I'd be fine. So I guess I'll give it to Korra for now. Oh, Jake Long for sure. Ooh, Powerpuff Girls, hell yeah. Tom and Jerry, it's classic, man. Ooh, Teenager Robot or Dexter's. Ooh, this is hard because I really enjoyed both of these shows. But I think I have to give it to Dexter's. Dang it. I didn't watch this one. And I tried watching Kim Possible, but I couldn't get into it. So I'll go with Pokemon for now. I never watched this or Ben 10, but I'll have to give it to Ben 10 based off that I know Ben 10 better. I have to give it to Ben 10 again because I really didn't like the Loud House. Not that well, I did see like some stuff of it, but it just really wasn't my kind of jam, you know? Ooh. As you guys know, like I said, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! But fairly odd parents though. Teen Titans, no question. I've never watched either of these, but I guess I'd give it to Stoked, I guess. I can't wait to get rid of these. Oh, edge time. Ooh, I have to go Batman Beyond. I did watch that. It was pretty cool. Oh, Lilo and Stitch had a series? I think I vaguely remember it. I never watched it, but I bet it was pretty good. Mm, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry, Pokemon. Regrets. Ooh, a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for this, but like I don't doubt that Steven Universe was like a good show, but I've never seen it, so I'd have to give it to Star, and the Forces of Evil. Yes, I did see her. I did watch Kick Buttowski. I actually watched like a lot of episodes of it. I don't know why, but it was like really interesting. Let's see, Beyblade or Juniper Lee. I've never even heard of this show though. Hold on, wait. me see. What was the name of it? The Life and Times of Jennifer Lee. Let's see. And times of. Oh, here we go. What is this? I've literally never heard of it. Let's see. She's an 11-year-old girl who can fight the force of chaos and curses. One day she skips one of her friend's birthdays and fights the chaos again. I mean, it looks kind of cool, I guess. Oh, here we go. So the storyline is she's an 11-year-old girl born into secret responsibility of fighting the forces of mischief and chaos that hide everywhere. On any given day, she may have to skip out on her best friend's birthday party to discipline some unruly 6-foot leprechauns or smack down some troublemaking gnomes. Okay. Um, I guess I'll give it to Steven Universe because I did hear it was a pretty good show. Oh, Avatar, obviously. Phineas and Ferb, yeah. Spider-Man. Okay, there's like a lot of like um animated series of Spider-Man. That's kind of hard to remember which one I specifically watched. I never watched Generator Rex, but I did watch Randy Cunningham. I think I would have been happier if I didn't watch Randy Cunningham. I guess I'll give it to Generator X because I really don't want to give it to Randy Cunningham. Oh, Danny Phantom for sure. Ooh, I do like Johnny Bravo a bit more though. Sorry. Oh, Samurai Jack. Not that I watched it. I think this is the one I watched. Ultimate Spider-Man. I believe that's it. Let me see. Yep, it is the Ultimate Spider-Man. That's the one that I watched a lot. I never watched SWAT Cats, so I'll have to. Actually, hold on, wait a minute. And let me. There we go. I don't have any idea what I just added it to, but I guess I'll give it to Justice League here. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, there we go. Ah, this is the worst thing. It's like when there are two shows that you don't like in one, it's like, damn, what do you do? But I think I detest Chowder more, so you got lucky. Ooh, Proud Family, hell yeah. Foster's clearly. Kids Next Door, sorry, Winks. Sonic X. Uh, Yu-Gi-Oh. Sorry. Like I said, I'm like a massive Yu-Gi-Oh fan. So obviously, I'm gonna be more inclined to pick Yu-Gi-Oh over anything. Uh, Jake Long. Ooh, Tom and Jerry are Powerpuff Girls. Ooh, I gotta go Powerpuff Girls. Like I love Tom and Jerry, but like in terms of like wanting to go back and rewatch, definitely the Powerpuff Girls. Dexter's. They said which Ben 10. That one, I guess. Teen Titans. Batman Beyond. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rugrats. I guess I'll have to go with Kick Buttowski. Uh, I guess. Oh, Avatar. Sorry, Phineas and Ferb. You had a terrible matchup. Ooh, Danny Phantom though. Sorry. Okay, I didn't watch Samurai Jack, which is why I'm picking the Ultimate Spider-Man. But I've heard that Samurai Jack was a pretty good show. But again, since I've never watched it, um, obviously my opinion is going to be very biased here. Yu-Gi-Oh. Proud Family. Uh, I'm gonna have to give it to Kids Next Door. Sorry, Fosters. I love you, but you know. Okay, which one did I enjoy more? Arc 5. Looney Tunes. You know what they didn't? Well, I guess it's not really a childhood cartoon in this kind. Well, I mean, it is for somebody. But I kind of figured, like, if you're gonna do Looney Tunes, um, why wouldn't you put in, like, the Animaniacs? Because that technically is, like, kind of a kid show. Oh, Powerpuff Girls. Because the Animaniacs is actually pretty funny. Ooh, Teen Titans. Sorry. Yu-Gi-Oh! Regrets? Damn. Like, I'm telling you, my first instinct is to go Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. Sorry. Steven Universe. Avatar. Ooh, this is hard. I guess Danny Phantom. Damn. Proud Family or Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds? It's like looking at an empty wallet right there. The pain. That hurts. Uh, Five Ds had a really good story though. Like, I'm sorry, it had a really great story. Kids Next Door, Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans, Yu-Gi-Oh, Avatar. I'm sorry, Danny Phantom, you had a bad matchup. Uh, I'm sorry. Like the story for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is just really good, which is why I was like, oh, Teen Titans or Powerpuff Girls. No matter what I pick, nobody's gonna be happy. I'm gonna coin flip it. Alright, where's the coin flip? Alright, first is tails. Alright, Teen Titans it is. As you guys know, red gets heads, blue gets tails, and it was tails twice. Ooh, as much as I love Yu-Gi-Oh, I gotta give it to Avatar. Sorry, 5Ds. And obviously the Avatar. Like, as much as I love the 5D story, Avatar is just overall better. Right. Where are we in terms of the stream? Let's see, about close to 1:30. Oh, that's the thing I didn't do. I knew I didn't do something. I didn't download some stuff like I was supposed to. Like this one. Sorry if you could hear me like clicking. I don't know why, but for some reason my mic is now picking up my fucking mouse clicks. But yeah, sorry guys, I meant to um download all this stuff earlier, but I did not because I'm a very forgetful person. Is my model lagging? Oh god. Alright, time to pause the music. Oh, this is not the right. Not the right screen. I was a little bit curious about this one. There we go. Alright. The music is a little bit loud for me. Let me turn that down. Alright. Obviously full. And let's start. So apparently there's 5 unique people I can get with this. It's like, it's a day like any other. Oh wait, hold on. I'm in the wrong category. Let me just update my category. And that was the sound of my bowl. Alright. The weather is just right, so you're enjoying a walk down the street as a way to relax. You've taken this path many times, so you're familiar with everything on it by this point. You know what shops are closed for lunch, where people hang out most of the day, so on and so forth. I saw that. However, today you notice something that's never been there before. A strange purple tent propped off to the side. The fabric on it feels like it's shimmering with an ethereal glow, and as the breeze flows by, you can only see darkness inside, despite the sun shining directly onto it. None of the other passersby seem to take notice of the strange tent, or maybe they just don't care. Either way, your curiosity is piqued, making you peek your head inside to see what it could be hiding. Once inside, the space feels like it somehow got larger, as the same fabric that you saw outside is now shimmering all around you, draped along the walls of a round room. Despite not seeing any lights or windows, the room you're in isn't dark at all. As you look around, you see that the only things inside are a table with a light purple cloth draped on top of it, and 2 chairs on either side. Almost. You start looking around to try and find where that voice came from. But just then a figure appears before you in a bright light. Before you is a woman with long, wavy, dark hair, standing slightly above you in height and wearing a long purple dress. A mini boater hat with an ornate brooch sits on her head, and covering most of her face is a dark lace veil. Out of nowhere, a card appears in her hand. With a smile, she delicately hands it to you. How do you delicately hand somebody something? Sorry, it's just like sometimes, when people like describe like how stuff is done, I'm like, how do you do that? The card is a dark purple in color, with her full name written in neat handwriting that almost feels like it's sparkling off of the paper. She then offers a polite curtsy and sits down on the chair closest to her, and you sit down on the chair opposite in response. Ah yes, I love being able to enter my name. It'd always be Petty. What about me? I'm sorry, I'm gonna munch for a little bit. Like a personality test. Sure. You sure? Let's see. You venture into a haunted house, whether it be of your own volition or due to some outside force. For me, it'd definitely be an outside force, because ain't no way I'm stepping foot in a goddamn haunted house. Mm-mm. You have to drag me there. What is the first thing you investigate once you're inside? The least scary thing. If you could have your greatest wish granted, but at the cost of losing your humanity, would you take it? Okay, but the question is, what would I become? Because all it says is that I lose my humanity, which means I become something else, like immortal? The undead? Like, what would I become? Because as long as it says I'm not gonna die, then hell yeah, I'll take it. Like, it didn't say I was gonna die, I just lose my humanity. My greatest wish? To never run out of money. That is my greatest wish. Do you know what your star sign is? I believe so, yeah. No. Just block that off for a little bit. There we go. Oh, really? Imagination? What it reminds me of? Okay. Okay. Not a very defined shaped. What did I say? Shaped? What is a shaped? Oh, I was about to say you want me to actually close my eyes. Because I wouldn't be able to see the screen. What is it? It's kind of like a... You know, like those halter tops? That's what it reminds me of. Like a halter top with like the... What is it called? Collarbone area exposed? Open? That's what it reminds me of. Or like an apron. So all those are technically an object. No, they're very interesting. Hi Gar, welcome to the stream. Okay. I guess telekinesis. Being able to move things with my mind would be very good. Which means I wouldn't have to get up to get stuff. I could be the ultimate laze. It is, it is. Yeah, maybe I'd stop forgetting stuff. Right. I was literally just talking about being the ultimate laze. You find a wallet on the sidewalk with money still inside. What do you do? Okay, but it depends. Like, this is like a really it depends kind of situation. Like, if I'm just like walking around and I happen to notice a wallet on the ground and nobody seems to be paying it any mind, obviously I'm gonna take the money. Like, if nobody really cares that like there's a wallet on the ground, I'll just take it. But like, okay, I will say this. I will say this. I would try to find the owner if I noticed that there was somebody looking for it. It's like I'm not that kind of person where like somebody's looking for something and I just take it. That is not me. I'm saying like in the chance that literally nobody's looking around for this wallet, I just take it. Right? It doesn't make sense to. Because like especially if like there's no lost and found anywhere, right? Because like see here it says leave it at at a local lost and found. Where I live, there is no such thing as a local lost and found. It's either you take it, you put in the effort to find who it belongs to, but especially where I live, that's like nearly impossible. Or again, if you care enough, you give it to the police, right? Like, but in most cases, where I live, you just take it and go. Well, either you take it and go, or you leave it. There's like there's no like being friendly. There's no like going out of your way to like find the person unless you're like that kind of person. So, thank you. Because I mean, literally, just the other day, um, I went shopping with my sister and her friend, and I happened to look down because I think my foot collided with something. I was like, oh, money. And of course, obviously, being the person that I am, I looked around seeing if there's somebody looking for money. Sorry, an alarm went off. But yeah, me being the kind person that I am, I looked around just in case to see if anybody was looking for the money. But nobody was, so I was like, okay, I'll just take it. It's mine now. So like I will sit there and look to see if somebody's looking for it before I just take it. Because actually another kind of situation popped up, which didn't involve money. Um it was a funeral that I went to, and somebody had left their phone in one of the pews in the church. And I was like, oh, I think this person would really want this back. So I went around asking, like, hey, do you know who this belongs to, and stuff like that. And we did eventually find the person that it did belong to. But like I said, when it comes to stuff like that, like a phone or whatever, I will make sure this person gets their phone back. Because phones are very important in this day and age. Doesn't come back to bite me? Listen, this is what I always say. If you really cherish your stuff, you'd always keep an eye on it. Like, yes, I know, sometimes we're careless, but like if you really give it down, you'd keep your eye on your stuff. Anyway, if you were given the chance to witness a moment in your life, no matter when it was, when would I choose? Well, why would I want to witness the past? It already happened. So I might as well go with the future. It is, but again, I also don't know what I'm going to be viewing. For all I know, I could be viewing the moment I have like breakfast someday. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. That's it? That's all the questions? Damn, I thought there was more. Damn, I was really getting into this. I am? She holds her hands up as a mysterious light starts to glow from the space between them. Yeah, mind you of a gambler. Look, you know what? Considering I play gotcha games and whatnot, yeah, yeah, that's about right. Alright, let's see. In a curious city with a colorful history, I witnessed one of the gambler's shows. A natural entertainer, she would wow the crowds with daring feats and truly marvelous spectacles. Even I was enraptured by her cute little magic tricks, despite my own powers. Her luck was always quite volatile, but no matter where the chips fell, she was still able to make the most of any situation. Eh, yes, kinda. A bit. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm all that lucky. I will be honest. Um, I wish there was like a little bit choice because it's like yes, but also no. I guess I'll do similar. Just then, Madame Rose seems to fade in and out briefly before you. As you rub your eyes, assuming you are just seeing things, she lets out a defeated sigh. She gives you a sad little smile, then continues. What? Huh? Okay. After giving her a quizzical look, you close your eyes. You hear her snap her fingers one last time, and then the familiar sound of the sidewalk starts resonating in your ears once more. Open your eyes again only to see that both Madame Rowe and her entire tent are no longer there. The street returns to how it was earlier, and the passerby act as if nothing is out of the ordinary. As you look around, you realize you still have something in your hand. Madame Rowe's card. When you look down at it, however, you notice that underneath her name is something written that reads, "See you soon, dear." The whole situation was rather strange, but you feel that somehow, somewhere, you'll get the chance to see Madame Rowe again. Hmm. So yeah, you can get 5 different people. Apparently, I was like a gambler. I think that's like the one that tickles me the most. And that they're like, yeah, you're kind of like a gambler. Like, okay. I need to like redo this. What is this? Alright. Technically, I could do it again, but I'm good. I am good. And then we will do Tuesday's Child. Hasn't open yet. No, it is. Sorry guys, I'm here. I'm just taking care of some things right now. Oh, sorry. I was jamming all by myself. How many did you want? Oh, a lot. So I will say a little bit about Tuesday's Child. It has to do with like a psychotherapist? Shit, I don't remember what he was. But basically, a dude who deals with shit. Sorry. Well, you'll find out since we're gonna be starting soon anyway. Hopefully it doesn't get any louder than that. The story contains adult themes and unsound psychiatric practices. All of these belong to Dr. Sinclair McCarthy and should not be substituted for, obviously, real therapist stuff. So yeah, we talking like back in the day. The greatest impact on a child is the unlived lives of their parents. I never thought of it like that. Like, I know, like, there are plenty of parents out there that, like, try to live, vicariously through their kids. Like, you know how, like, some dads want their son to be, like, a star athlete, or moms want their daughters to be, like, these, perfect little girls. You know? Let's see. Given names: Nicholas. Can't read that. Surname: Farrell. Date of birth: 21st of June, 1938. That's mom, dad. Mom, dad. So mom was born in Edinburgh. He was born in Midlothian. Is that the word? Lothian? Occupation: student, senior school. Education: currently enrolled. Marital: never married. Minor. Oh, he's enrolled at St. Agnes House. Medical history: healthy. Okay. Sorry. I was trying to read all that. How long have you been learning the violin? 4 years, the boy says. You enjoy it? It's alright. Is there some other instrument you'd rather learn? No. Fair enough. Do you like practicing? I suppose. How does it make you feel to perform? The boy's lips press together, his chest heaves and falls in a sigh. This week he's feeling sorry for himself. I like it, he says, and his voice is rather soft. I don't play solo. There's usually lemonade afterwards. Huh? Okay, I am kind of curious though. Like, why did his parents feel the need to send him to a therapist? Like, is there actually something wrong with him? Or is it nothing's wrong and they think something's wrong? Do you play well? The boy moves his shoulders irritably. Sometimes. What's your favorite piece to perform? Bach. Minuet number 3. Why do you like it? Boy's gaze is steady. It's short, he says. You know what? Based. Clearly. He'd rather not play the violin, clearly. Nah, I felt that, bro. I felt that. On my notepad, I mark another few words and turn to a fresh page. What's your favorite thing about your school recitals? The boy twists his hand into a knot. They're not recitals, really, he says. In what way? He dislikes this. A request to elaborate implies he hasn't been adequate. True. They aren't recitals formally, he says. Every year we have to make a sort of concert and everybody's parents come. His glance towards the office door is automatic. It's mainly an awards night. The concert part is extra. But you do perform. My question's the same. What's your favorite part about it? My mother always wants to know if I've been practicing. It's helpful to show I have been, he says. It's relieving. Is that what you like best? No, the boy says. I like it when it's Yo, this kid, he's so mean. Like, people are like, oh, what's the best part of school? Leaving? Oh, man. Alright, what's next? Only the grind of passing traffic inserts itself beneath the door. Then a wooden creak. The light, impatient step from the woman pacing the waiting room outside. I don't reply, my pen ready above the page. Boy crosses his legs. When everyone is getting ready on the stage, though, he says, while they're still walking around and talking, nobody's listening to the music. There isn't even any music because all the instruments are only tuning up. That part's rather interesting. You like the tune-up? He pushes his hands between his knees. He shrugs and looks away. Very well then. Almost imperceptibly, I check his file. Nicholas, I'm going to ask about the films you watch. Which has been your favorite? His eyes narrow very slightly. He disapproves of my pretense. So he should. One's name is an extension of oneself. He's been snubbed. Nothing terribly wrong with his ego, anyhow. I don't have a favorite film, the boy says. You've described your outings with your schoolmates, your visits to the picture theaters. Did you go last Saturday? What have you seen lately? The boy murmurs unwillingly. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Is that actually a movie? Hold on, wait. Be funny, but like, that's actually a movie and you guys are like, yeah, what do you mean? Oh. It's a sci-fi thriller. Okay. I love how with Wikipedia, the first sentence is, it stars Keanu Reeves. Because I guess that's what people only care about. So, Klaatu, an extraterrestrial visitor to planet Earth, becomes the herald of upheaval on a global scale. As the world's governments and scientists race to understand what is happening and how to stop it, Dr. Helen Benson and her stepson come to understand the chilling ramifications behind Klaatu's statement that he is a friend to the Earth. I see. Interesting. This is what kids be watching these days. Well, in their days. Again? He shrugs. His eyes are fixed on the wall somewhere behind me, resolutely unfocused. Why do you enjoy this film in particular? There must be something rather wonderful about it. Another shrug. I don't believe anyone can watch the same film 3 times and hold no opinion. True! I watched Belle 3 times and man... I just love it, man. from the music to the story. Man, I cried. I'd probably cry again. Have you seen anything new? Lost continent, says the boy. His accent is an echo of his mother's, a refined transatlantic cadence that could be from anywhere. It doesn't hold even a trace of Edinburgh. It's an echo not of place but class. Also, he says, a few weeks ago I watched When Worlds Collide. Easy to note the pattern of preference here, science fiction and strangeness. Things keyed to catch a child's mind. How about your friends? What sort of films do they like? He gathers himself to reply. The same, he says, and cowboy things. His soft mouth twists. I don't really care for cowboys. These are the boys in third form with you? His response is light, his gaze wandering the ceiling. Yes. Do you talk much to anyone in the other forms? No. A pause. Sometimes at the New Victoria, the lady selling sweets gives people a free licorice stick. You never see anyone from the older forms at the cinema. Sometimes, he says. How about the first form boys? Not really. They're not old enough. He's scornful. We have separate classrooms. I don't know any of them. Other times, your English teacher saw you talking to the first year boys in the library. A few of them asked me where to find something in the stacks, that's all. The boy's hand moves as though he's shaking something off it. Dictionaries. A nice little detail. A nice little storyteller. Conversation has become interrogation. Our pace is abrupt and he feels oppressed. Once again we pause, just long enough to make him trust in fresh beginnings. And we resume. This time I slow my words, lengthening each sound to a gentler rhythm. Do you not talk regularly with the first form boys? The boy watches the sunny cage beside the window. The monkey with twittering? Twittering? Busily behind his bars, and blinks as though he didn't hear me. I close the file and push it away. The Scala's better than the fancy theaters. Have you been? Cheap as dirt, and you get the fleas for free. That flare of his nostrils as he pretends he isn't smiling. Whatever you... I'm sorry. I'm still on the fleas are free part. Oh man. Okay, I think I'm good now. What are your favorite sweets? The boy's sound is non-committal. Pardon? He raises his voice a fraction. You don't eat them much. You don't like them? His nose wrinkles thoughtfully. Mother, he says. She prefers you avoid sweets. The boy clears his throat. Sometimes I have them at school, or Christmas, when my aunts will send them, but she doesn't like it. Does she lose her temper? His glance is flat. He looks away to the window. That was clumsy of me. The child has been to other analysts and knows all the directions they like to lead him. I see. Silence as I take half a page of notes. It's only a scrawl, the word interesting written 70 times while he grows bored and starts to wriggle on the sofa. Wait. When I look up, his gaze flicks away from me and off across the wall. If one remains afraid of the uncomfortable, there's little hope of getting anywhere. True. I forgot what I was saying like last time. Where I was basically saying like people tend to like stay in their comfort zones. That basically humans don't like getting outside of their little comfort zone. And they like to avoid things that make them uncomfortable. So yeah. I mean, I do that too. I'm not even gonna sit there and pretend that I don't. But, yeah. That's the unfortunate part. We tend to avoid doing things that make us uncomfortable. And then it makes us miss out on like stuff. As a result, comfort keeps us cornered. Only under the rough tension of our own awkwardness do we find a gap between certainty and action. And there opens all sorts of interesting possibilities. See? 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 He gets it, right? Thank you. Thank you for the horn. Thanks. You've been to a few therapists before. What sort of things did they ask? All sorts. My dreams, lists of words, my associations, my earliest memories? Goddamn. Farhagen. Was it effective? He's surveying his bare knees. What? Do you think it helped you? I don't know. The child tucks in his chin. No. And he laughs. A preposterous little explosion which he stifles immediately. They tell you what they're trying to do. What was their goal? I don't know, he says. What was yours? A dryness to his voice now. I don't know. Rather hard to make progress when you're not sure what you're aiming for. Why did you decide to attend therapy? Mother took me there. Because she says I'm nervous and don't talk to people. Oh my god. Is that it? That's why she's bringing him to therapist, just because he doesn't talk to people? He'll talk to people at his own pace. Oh my god. I mean, I understand. This is like back in the day, right? But even still, it's like, are you kidding me? Just because your kid is not fucking bouncing off the walls and socializing with every person that they see does not mean there's something wrong with your child. Oh my god. I'm frustrated. Is she correct? Yes, the boy says. What makes you nervous? Oh, it's not what she thinks. I'm sure he'd prefer to remain misunderstood, less humiliating than the alternative. She's concerned about your behavior at school? Yes, he says cautiously. His willingness is tempting, but it won't last if I press him. Are her concerns more general? She says I have a bad temper. Oh? Do you? Sometimes. The boy finds he slithered too low on the buttoned leather sofa and he shuffles back upright. She said she used to be the same when she was small. Do you think you might grow out of it too? The child bites down on his lip, a slow roll of flesh along his teeth. I'm not sure. I'm not sure she grew out of it. Shit going on in the house. He eyes me to see if he's allowed to continue. Boy, continue! I want that gossip. I make no reaction. I get mad sometimes, the boy says. Once I slammed the door. The glass cracked. What did I say? The glass cracked. I feel like I didn't say that. This was at home, at Christmas time. I don't hit people though, he adds a careful distinction. Is he implying that his mom does? What about this incident at school? Yes, that was different. I never did it before. The pen taps, marking time on the notepad. So it's only wrong the second time around. I didn't say that, boldly. I mean, it was almost an accident. Almost an accident? What? You're confident you won't do it again. Yes. Satisfaction as he sits back. Exactly. As far as he's concerned, the conversation is over. Whole session, the last 4 weeks of our previous meetings, any need for furtherance removed by his neat admission. I pay no attention. Do you often have emotions you can't explain? It isn't a problem, the boy says. We descend through levels of contradiction. I have no problems, an air of contempt. Beneath it with equal coolness, my problems are beyond your understanding. And beyond that, if we ever get far enough, we might start work. The thing about emotions is, they are really what they pretend to be. I lift my eyes to him. He refuses to do the same. There are only a few real strong true emotions, and all the others are just wearing silly hats. A temper is not a crime. A lack of self-control can get that way. But it's not a great problem on its own. Plenty of people are short-tempered in their childhood, as your mother pointed out to you. Boy's smile is an odd one, the corners of his mouth tucked primly. First time in my office he smiled intentionally. You disagree? Oh, the boy sits up. No, I just... His glance starts across me. I wondered if your mother ever said that too. What do you think? I tapped my pen on the notepad. Perhaps I'm one of those rare beasts who's got both red hair and exquisite personality. Oh, I didn't mean... The most evil-natured man I ever met was blonde. My commanding officer, the bright-eyed sort who doesn't wince when they break a knuckle punching you. I wouldn't trust physical appearances for your general observations of humanity. True! The age-old don't judge a book by its cover. I'm telling you, even the sweetest looking people can be, crazy. The boy clears his throat. Did you ever punch back? Monsieur? Not worth a court-martial. No need anyway, when you can slip into his tent at night and tip his boots full of horseshit. True. I mean, yeah, that's also something to do. My mother did scold me for my temper, yes. She was correct, so's yours. Patience, I add, is worth learning. He glanced. Why do I keep saying he? His glance hovers about my face. And we continue. Most flaws are merely misdirected talent, or a habit. Everyone has things about themselves they don't like. Sometimes it's justified, of course. There are always things we can do better. But we make a lot of judgments about what's worthy or valuable, and that can be dangerous. I should think it's better than believing we're perfect, the boy said solemnly. Oh my god, where's my voice going? I don't think that's a particular problem you experience. Oh, there's the ad. Yeah, it's time. I'll take a break then. Alright. We will go for like another 11 minutes and then I'll end stream. Because as you can hear, I am losing my voice and it is actually kind of getting late here. Did I read this? I don't think I did. Y'all stop honking, goddamn. I don't think that's a particular problem you experience. Oh wait. The child's mouth buttoned shut. With the slightest discomfort, he folds away to sulk or dart into one of his interior hideaways. I've discouraged his tentative assertiveness. It wasn't necessary. He's wonderfully sensitive to the suggestion. Awareness of one's faults is important, as long as we don't allow it to paralyze us. And awareness of our talents and successes is equally healthy. It's the awareness itself that counts. Do you see? He doesn't. I'd like to try something. Will you pay attention? Yes. He appears offended by the child. What a difficult age, wedged between a child's need to be smooth and a man's demand for respect, and very little difference between the two. How old is he? Look around the room, the furniture and the details. Can you describe something for me? Which sort of thing? Whatever you prefer. The desk, maybe. There's plenty to look at, and the heavy typewriter and all the accoutrements? Wait, accoutrements? What? Accoutrements? What is that word? Pens in the marble tray, letters in the brass rack, the worn leather pad, and the gleaming row of Italian glass paperweights, the only articles of any value apart from our 2 chairs. The boy has to turn himself about on the sofa to see it. He turns back to me, utterly without interest. How about the sofa you're sitting on? Alright, he says. Well, his fingers curl on the cool leather beside him. Well, it's a sofa, red-colored. I don't know what to say. A little laugh, all tight teeth. He's irritated. That's an observation too. If you're confused, be aware of it. If you're bored, be aware of that. Don't try to escape the sensation. The boy's glance slides off towards the window. He'll stoop to playing dumb if it gets him out of making progress. He'll play tough, play helpless, vague or smart or whatever he thinks I'm after. If he's pressed the wrong way, he might even devolve into the most dangerous pantomime of all. Playing himself, a perfectly maudlin performance I expected would be. This isn't a trick. I put away the notepad. I'm not interested in catching anybody out. I just want you to focus. The purpose is to observe, purely for its own sake. When one is paying attention, it's very hard to think of either the past or the future. The boy aligns his ankles in front of him. I thought we were supposed to talk about the past. Are we? My childhood. Would you like to talk about your childhood? No, he says. Do you think I should continue asking questions you won't answer? He's silent. An unpleasant gathering of his pointed face doesn't suit him. His eyes have a natural warmth, wide and compelling, and will probably retain this capacity for expressiveness even as he grows. But there's nothing childish about the set of his chin. If he wants to glare, he's welcome to. Past is useful, but it's easy to get stuck there. I tuck my pen into my breast pocket. Thank you. Ignore the boy's glance. I stand and cross to the office door to retrieve Mrs. Farrell, who's been circling the waiting room and peering out the window at the street below. Reapplying her lipstick, judging by the smudge on her fingertip. We'll continue our session, if you please. Nicholas and I were just talking about films. Mrs. Farrell resumes both her seat and her conversation as though there was no intermission. What a mom. Nikki does watch so many films, she says. He loves to hear all about New York, the little bits and things I can tell him about the stages and picture theaters there. Mrs. Farrell's closed-mouthed smile is rather pretty. Everything about her is rather pretty. The poise of her hands, clasping a pair of plummy kid-skin gloves, and her crossed ankles, the ash-colored sheen of her silk stockings. Why are we observing this woman? I returned to my armchair. Damn, he really looks like her. I mean, I know that's how genes work, but like, damn. Can we get... It's like looking at a smaller version of her in male form. You must have gotten quite a store of fascinating tales, Mrs. Farrell. I know she does. I've heard most of them. Do you also enjoy watching films? Very much, she says, her voice a shade more earnest than is perfectly elegant. A touch of girlishness. What is it your father took us to see? Her painted brows gather. The Romans, Nicky, darling? The boy turns toward her, answering quietly. Quo vadis. Not pleased to be right, but supplying her deficiency. I wouldn't have expected this gentleness in a child his age. I knew it was some sort of Latin, she says, and she hesitates. Perhaps she's wondering whether it's better to look like a beautiful woman or a clever one. She examines me from beneath her lashes. That's why I picked St. Magnus House from Nicholas, she says. The curriculum is marvelous. They teach Greek even to the first forms. There are structures for these things, strategies. We're following a semblance of friendship, but we are not friends. My role is to hold the light, as my patients remove each layer of themselves to reveal an essential nakedness. I turn back to my client. Nicholas, have you been to the Embassy Theater? They're showing The Thing from Another World. This much at least mirrors a genuine friendship. One approaches potential convergences of interest and examines them for similarities on which to strengthen the relationship. Or at least extend the conversation. In this case, I happen to rather like science fiction films. The boy sits upright. I'm not allowed into that one, he says. Not 16. Mrs. Farrell sighs. I should think there's plenty to watch in the world without indulging in horror. Well, guess what, woman? He wants the horror. Cause and effect are curious things, and Mrs. Farrell's conversation built to cover her son's shyness, or his shyness a side effect of her habit. Probably both. She's been present for each of our sessions so far. She talks readily and really to the point. I let her continue. Though we might not be able to rouse the child to communicate, things are made clear indirectly through her, just as she reproaches him through me. The therapist is a necessary point of triangulation. Psychotherapists are not tour guides, my professor told me years ago. They're doormen. I hold the coats. I watch the exits. What sort of films do you prefer, Mrs. Farrell? I think Alfred Hitchcock is rather genius, she says. And Laurence Olivier? Have you seen his Hamlet? I have. I agree with her. What she's really telling me is the sort of film she requires her son to prefer. You don't find the horror in a monster film at least as exciting as Hitchcock? I prefer realism, Mrs. Farrell says, and I nod as though she said something sensible. How do you feel about realism in films, Nicholas? I'm fairly certain I already know the reply. It's alright, he says. Why are aliens better? No smile as I ask this. There must be no suggestion of condescension. There we go. That's all I had to do. Ooh. If you want to make a film, the boy says, plotting the thought before he speaks, it's more worthwhile to make something that isn't ordinary. Otherwise, it's like reading a newspaper. Fair. I mean, he is at that age. You can't find enough monsters in the papers. Boy stares at the glass dish of sweets. Very ordinary ones. Have you seen Alice in Wonderland? He loved it, Mrs. Farrell says. I think we all did. Of course, he grew up reading it, and the Water Babies too. Fran has always made the loveliest children's books. Did you love it, Nicholas? Oh yeah. This is in Scotland, by the way. Technically, they should all have like Scottish accents, but I don't think I could do one. You know, I don't want to like insult anybody. So yeah, just keep in mind that they are in Edinburgh, Scotland. It was old-fashioned in the proper way, the boy says. Is there an improper way? The boy doesn't like to be mocked. The film is very modern, he says. But I didn't entirely enjoy either of them. His forehead creases. There was something you didn't like. The baby Alice was carrying just turned into a pig. Alice let it run away and never wondered if it would turn back into a baby again. Does it turn back? It could have, the boy says steadily. Alice didn't try to find out. Not enough rules for you. I don't know, the boy says. It was only a dream anyhow. It is very fanciful, Mrs. Farrell says. And Nicholas always liked that story when he was a small thing, all the silly songs. I addressed myself to the boy. Why is a film about aliens better than a book about the Jabberwock? Don't know, Nicholas says. In Wonderland, anything could happen, so nothing meant anything. Are you a realist after all? True, though. Like, actually think about it. Because, like, literally, in science fiction, like, especially the stuff that he's been watching, like, the one he said, what was it called? The Day the Earth Stood Still. Like, yeah, some of it is based in reality, but obviously aliens are pretty otherworldly, fanciful, and all that. It's like a lot of the stuff that happens in science fiction probably wouldn't really happen in real life, you know? Huh. He might be a realist after all. Anyways. It has been 11 minutes, so thank you guys for hanging out, for stopping by and whatnot. I'm sorry again that it took me like forever to stream today. The stream will be on time tomorrow, because we do plan to get the bed in the morning, so yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish up Cinderella Phenomenon so we can get another game in for that day, or switch stuff around and have something new in. What the hell am I streaming Saturday? Was it is it near? I think it's near. Because I wanted to do the ending D. I don't remember what ending D is. But yeah. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Unless by some will of the world I'm unable to stream. So yeah, bye guys, bye! I'll probably end up finishing this on my own time. So again, this is Tuesday's Child. As you can see, it's basically based on a not a real person. Or maybe it is a real person, I don't know. But it is about a psychotherapist in Scotland dealing with a child who apparently has a bad temper, just like his mom. So yeah, if you're interested, you can get the demo on itch.io.